Hello, my name is Carrie, and I am going to show you an application called Read and Write for Google. It can be found on on Chrome Store, and there are two applications. There's a free version and a premium version. I am showing you the premium version. So here's a little application right here, Read and Write for Google. So here's the scenario. I am a student. I am doing research on ecosystems, and I need to write a paragraph about it. But because I am an English learner and I have been identified with specific learning disabilities, sometimes I have a hard time accessing content of text, especially on the internet. So I have found this website that has information about ecosystems for kids. I've been reading it and I'm finding I'm having a difficult time. So this is where Read and Write for Google comes in. First, I come over here to my hover. I click on this.
Ecosystems. The plants and animals that are found in a particular location are referred to as an ecosystem. These plants and animals.
So it has text-to-speech ability, which is fabulous. Now, once I click off the hover tool, I have access to all these other options, but to use them, I have to come over to this button, and it's the Simplify page. So say after it has been read to me, I'm still having problems understanding and accessing the text. I go to Simplify, and it takes the text of the website and it puts it into a document for me. I can come over here and hit Simplify, and it makes it a little bit easier for me to understand. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to look for words, say that I'm not understanding. So let's come over here, ecosystem. I can come over here, I can hit the dictionary. It's going to give me a definition of it. I can come over here to say organisms. Hit the dictionary. Let's say I'm still not understanding that, then I have options of using a picture dictionary right here. And that's going to provide a picture. Now say I don't understand introduced, and I'm an English learner, I can come over here, and there is a translation button, and it gives me the definitions. In Spanish, you have the ability to set the language that you want to have the translator to. So if you have a newcomer from a different part of the world, you can provide access to text in different languages. Now here is a very neat part. So one of the things that I would like to do as a teacher is I like to have my students use stickies to write down the words that they don't understand. So in this, I might have them highlight it. Organisms, plant, disastrous was one. Now after I've highlighted them, I can come over to this text right here, and it gives me vocabulary. And the cool thing about this is what you'll see after it loads. It's giving me a vocabulary list with symbols and pictures and where I can take notes. And it automatically goes into the student's drive. So if I come over here, here it is right now on my drive. So I have just shown you how Read and Write for Google can support multiple ways of representation in many ways. It simplifies and it summarizes text from the website. It gives the students access to highlight. It reads the web pages to them. There's a picture dictionary. Students can create their own picture and word dictionary. But now, here's the real exciting part. Not only does Read and Write for Google support multiple ways of representation, it also supports multiple ways for expression. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write down. I'm going to hit my prediction tool, and I'm going to start with ecosystems. There it is. Ecosystem are plants and animals that live in the same. So then the students can have it read to them.
Ecosystem are plants and animals that live in the same area.
Now here's the really neat part. Say I have a student who does not have access to typing for some reason, or unable. There's a speech input, so I can come over here. They work together to keep each other alive. Now I can go through and I can read to see if it makes sense.
Daylight and I can go through and I can read. They work together to keep each other alive.
Okay, so I realize there's one thing it is important to remember to take off the speech to text. Okay. They work together to keep each other alive. Now, let's say I want to now do more research on ecosystems. I'm going to come over here to the web fact finder. And it's going to bring up new pictures or new websites. I can come over here and find a picture. And, you know, I taught my students how to do all of this, and they became very savvy on all of this technology use and how to manipulate it, how to make documents. All right. So here you have Read and Write for Google. It supports many diverse learners. And I don't see very many barriers except you're not able to use it in tools like Google Presentation. But there are other apps out there that you can use all over the web. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy Read and Write for Google. It is a wonderful tool that made engagement in my classroom so much more exciting. And it gave so many more students access to the web. Good evening.